Hello, this is Matt on the Moon Lambo channel. Let's talk about price, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. It seems to me that just about as many chart analysts who think the probability of Bitcoin going up is about the same as the number of analysts out there think that perhaps rather Bitcoin price will go down. It left me wondering, well, of course, not only who's right, but it seems a lot of the time when I have when I make this type of video where we're talking about price, which is typically going to cover price action of XRP and Bitcoin, which is the case for this video. This is an XRP-centric channel, after all. It seems to me that most of the time there's a majority, as in a certain number of chart analysts think that it's more likely to go one particular way. And to me, it seems like today there's a little bit more of an even split. So I'm going to share with you the specifics and the rationale behind that. But there's certainly one XRP chart analyst out there who thinks that, hey, here's the level to beat, and they share with you. So before we go any further, if you would please delicately tap that like button. And if you are a fan of Ripple and XRP, do the right thing. Go ahead and subscribe to the Moon Lambo channel. You will have a gosh darn killer time here. All right. So here's Live Coin Watch. Crypto asset class has a $190 billion market cap at the time of recording. Bitcoin's at 7,331. XRP's at an even 19 cents. Oh, it just dropped. It just dropped. I've been watching for this. It as I was saying that, it just dropped to 18.9 cents. Broke that 19 cent threshold. Okay, well, back into the 18s. All right. And so here's the 24-hour chart for XRP. Now let me show you the Bitcoin one, which is right here. And it looks exactly the damn same. And I'm going to point out again, as I always do, if you look at the top 10 cryptocurrencies here on Live Coin Watch, other than USDT, which is Tether, the charts look almost exactly the same. Because it's just the case. XRP is following the price action of Bitcoin. So anyway, Bitcoin price weekly candle closed as a pen bar. So what comes next? And I don't want to read through most of this, but there's just a couple parts at the bottom. So let me scroll down here. So here's the sentiment from this analyst. It's Phil, all right? And he's got a fair bit of notoriety in the world of crypto as a chart analyst here. Now, here's what he says. Still in a downtrend. Despite a promising outlook for Bitcoin, the overwhelming trend is still to the downside following weeks of lower lows and lower highs. While the double bottom and weekly candles are positive, double bottoms are there to be broken, and in a downtrend, the expectation would be that will be the case sooner or later. There is also a question over how much absorption there will be by the bulls in the 6,000s and whether a deeper test of liquidity will occur, as well as for the bulls to demonstrate they are able to print higher highs. Now, looking forward, he writes, clearly, the final week of December is an important one. If the bulls maintain pressure on resistance, Bitcoin will finish the year up over 100%, clearly outperforming all other major cryptocurrencies and demonstrating another year of impressive gains. A push by the bears to close a bearish December candle in the 6,000s would dampen some of the positive price action in 2019 and may open the doors for more downside in January 2020. So, clearly, the outlook from Phil looking a little bit more on the negative side, and he's certainly not the only one. Now, this article, which was this one titled, just price analysis, XRP's included. So that's the only part that I want to cover. This one's from Cointelegraph, written by, this is an opinion of Rakesh Upadhyay. So let me scroll back down to where it was. XRP. Okay. The intraday range in XRP has been shrinking for the past few days, which shows a buildup of energy as the price has been trading close to the overhead resistance of 20.041 cents. We anticipate the bulls to push the price above it. As we're sitting here at 18.9 cents. Though the 20-day EMA is placed just above 20.041 cents resistance, we expect the bulls to push the price above it on a close UTC time above 20.041. A rally to 23.26 cents is possible. The short-term traders can buy on a close UTC time above 20.041 cents with a stop loss of 17.4 cents. Contrary to our assumption, if the bulls fail to propel the price above that 20.041 cent mark, the XRP/USD pair might retest the recent low at 17.468 cents. And as I'm recording, it's certainly trending towards that level. So perhaps that will be where it tests. We'll see that. But again, that's just one opinion. I've got more to share with you. Here's a tweet from Josh Rager. I got a couple from him, actually. So he tweeted this out. People flip from $3,000 targets to $10,000 targets in less than 48 hours. Of course, he's referencing Bitcoin there. Keep it simple. Trade it level by level, as everything else is just short-term speculation. It is interesting. People make rather dramatic swings based on, I don't even know. It's just based on immediate action that just occurred, not even what they think is going to happen. I guess there's some of that. Now, here's a tweet that I shared yesterday, and there's an update on it, though. So here's the tweet I shared yesterday from Josh Rager. In my opinion, shorting 7400s was a crowded trade. Everyone talking about it. I'm looking to short, but higher. Price currently breaking through monthly open and a 0.786 fib of this range. Price could fall here, but I think it pushes higher. Right, and to this point today, again, let me pull back up the 24-hour chart. It traded sideways until the last, 6 hours or so, something like that, and then it's just been going down. The whole market's been going down ever since then, so hasn't gone higher to this point. But he did write this, and so he retweeted that tweet from yesterday, and today he stated, almost there, I was shorting. So that's his update on that. Next, here's a tweet from DIY Investing, who wrote, Bitcoin looks really good, even though I don't expect this to be the bottom. Major bullish divergence forming on the daily RSI shows bearish momentum is dying out. Hash rate also hit a new all-time high. Still watching my next bids at $6,300, $5,800, and $5,300 to get filled. BTFD, which of course stands for buy the F-word dip. Sorry, there could be kids in the background. I can't be cursing up on this channel. That's not how Moon Lambo rolls. Come on, son. All right, now, here's an article from You Today. Bitcoin price could continue surging if $6,500 bottom holds, says trading legend Peter Brandt. Now, this guy, he's not always in the news. Sometimes he goes quiet for a while, but anytime he's in the news, he's always fun to highlight because he has a storied career, if you will, in the world of trading for over several decades. Over 300,000 followers on the Twitters and a best-selling book on Amazon here. So check this out. Trading veteran Peter Brandt has taken to Twitter to share his latest take on Bitcoin's price action. While warning his followers that he doesn't deal with probabilities, Brandt has outlined two possible scenarios for the top cryptocurrency. And so this is in response to Jacob Canfield, who I do cover on these types of videos with some amount of regularity on the Moon Lambo channel. But anyway, so he wrote, "Are you targeting 200 WMA, Peter?" I was talking about the moving average there. And Peter Brandt responded, "I always deal in possibilities, not probabilities, and certainly not certainties. There are two possibilities I consider most likely. Number one, the November/December low should hold. Bitcoin goes up from there. Number two, Bitcoin goes to $5,400 or so by next July." And so he's been talking about roughly that level in the low 5,000s for the last few months or so. This is the first time I've seen him put a kind of a timestamp on it, so to speak, of, by next July. It would happen by that point. If that ends up being what happens, man, we got to play a little bit more of the waiting game, don't we? Because look, as much as I'd love XRP to go up, it's just following the price action of Bitcoin. That's just a matter of fact type of thing, the way I see it there. But hey, all good things in time. Take a look at this article, though. This was interesting. Little positivity. Crypto index signals buying opportunity. Bloomberg. Right, Bitcoin and the biggest altcoins that are included in the Bloomberg Galaxy Crypto Index, that's the BGCI, could be a good buy for the first time in a month. The Bloomberg Galaxy Crypto Index, which was created by Bloomberg in cooperation with Mike Novogratz-helmed Galaxy Digital, is showing a buy signal for the first time this December. And here's a quote, "Much of this is being attributed to some exhaustion with the bearish trend that we saw," said Oanda's market analyst Ed Moya. And then the piece continues here. "The three biggest cryptocurrencies, Bitcoin, Ethereum, and XRP, are responsible for almost 90% of its constituent weight. The weightings of the BGCI index depend on market capitalization, but not a single cryptocurrency can surpass a 30% share. And then in parentheses, they write, sorry, Bitcoin. The year-to-date return of the BGCI is $10.19%, while Bitcoin had a stellar year with more than a 70% increase. The top altcoins didn't fake so well. Both Ethereum and XRP are likely to end this year with a loss. But hey, at least they didn't say just XRP. A lot of the time they like to just say XRP's down. Let's ignore the rest of the altcoins out there. But they said Ethereum and XRP, so at least they're together. But hey, when things are low, perhaps that represents a buying opportunity. I don't know. But that's not financial advice, by the way, to be clear, because as I wrap up this video, I would like to state, I am not a financial advisor. Do not buy or sell anything because of anything that I say or write. That would be a very, very, very bad idea. Until next time, to the moon, Lambo!